It's protest time in Sheffield today. I'm back here on a Wednesday. We've got Piers Corbyn coming to do a speech and someone called Frackman. I've no idea what he does, but according to someone it might be something to do with fracking. Now it's a Wednesday afternoon, a weekday, so I was wondering if many people might be turning up. There's a lot of police here, including some horses. Whether there will be many people, I don't know. Being a weekday, they might not. But owing to the number of job losses and school closures and so on recently, I wouldn't be the least bit surprised if people are finding the time to turn up. You went to the pub the other day.
We went into the pub the other day, went into the pool room, everybody stood up playing pool, ended up getting thrown out. Because I wouldn't put my mask on in pool room, everybody else didn't have a mask on, but it was as if I was singled out, you know what I mean? Yeah. And when we stood up, we were told to sit down or put a mask on. I said, it's absolutely crazy, why do we need a mask on in a pub, you know what I mean? Surely.
So were they picking on other people as well, or just you?
Well, there were a lad in there that had a baby with him and he was walking around and nobody was saying anything to him.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? A young baby with no mask on, but me, was as if I got singled out straight away, like.
Yeah.
So, well, we called it a day. No, I don't think I would going out drinking again.
No, I don't blame you.
Until this is over, like.
I don't blame you.
Yeah.
So they're watching everything I do. I'm organised and obviously they're on the way.
You'd be the one getting the fines then if you were organised.
Yeah, the £10 fine.
Whether anyone will actually pay that, I don't know, because I don't know many people who've got a spare 10 grand lying around.
Well,
they weren't gathering together, they were scared. They're not partying.
I want my birthday back, I want Christmas back, and I want Halloween back, and we want bonfire night. What can we do with nobody in our lives? Please God, please help us to sort this out for us. Thank you.
Minutes after they took my was finished, but my hand was made strong by the hand of the Almighty. We're flowering in this generation, triumphantly. Won't you help to sing these songs of freedom?
This is Vakash. You came from Manchester, wasn't it?
Yeah, I've come down from Manchester.
Did you have any trouble getting here today?
No, just come down on the motorway, yeah.
Good.
It's alright.
What's your opinion overall on the coronavirus? Do you think?
To be honest, I do think there is some sort of virus, but it's been taken out of context and they're just going a bit OTT, to be honest.
Yeah. Do you think it's getting worse or do you think it's getting better?
I think the peak of it was last year. My personal opinion was last year during November, December, but obviously now the flu, everyone getting a cough, that season, the season's coming now, approaching, so everyone's going to be getting a seasonal flu and a seasonal cold or a cough.
Do you think the situation's going to get any worse now?
I hope not.
And do you think people are just following what people are telling them and not thinking for themselves?
Yeah, I think it's got to hit the nail on the head there. You know, people don't tend to think for themselves; they tend to follow people, and they trust other people's judgments when they really should open their mind a bit more and wake up and smell the coffee is one of the words I would use.
Have the restrictions and so on, has it affected your health at all?
To be honest, I'm very mentally strong, but a little bit towards the start, when the lockdown started, when I started seeing people with gloves and masks, it just made me think a little bit, but like I said, I do a lot of meditating, so that helps me mentally.
Yeah. My concern is that the adverse effects of the restrictions, you know, the people not getting the treatment they need, and also worsening of people's mental health, and so it might end up being far worse in the end than the pandemic itself was.
In regards to cancer treatment and cancer patients, no one's getting treatment. It's hard to, people are scared to go to the hospitals.
So hard to the woman over there in the brown coat who's dancing.
opinion is it's something to look further into. I've been looking into it a little bit, I've been scratching the surface, and it's quite deep. I do believe that there's a lot of things to question, especially when they're starting to put statistics together. Like, for instance, in 2020, in January, coronavirus was given a HCID status, which is highly contagious. No, it's not contagious. High consequence infectious disease. Now then, in March 19th, I think it was, that consequence infectious disease status dropped because it was no longer classed as a high consequence. And yet we still went ahead with lockdown, didn't we, like 3 days later. So everything should be questioned. And people need to be critical thinking, you know, and not just taking what they hear on the news, because we all know that mainstream media won't cover these things. And I know personally that mainstream media do tell lies. Actually, when you go into shops, you're exempt, aren't you?
Yes.
Yeah, when you go into shops, what is the place for you when you go into shops?
Because every time when I'm going to shop, everybody asks me, face mask, face mask, face mask. I'm getting sick of wearing face masks. Maybe all the world getting sick of wearing face masks now.
We are not sheep! Stop the scan!
Now emancipate yourself from mental slavery. None but ourselves can free our minds. Have no fear of this fake virology, because none of them can stop their time. How long shall they kill our prophets while we stand aside and look? Some say it's just a part of it. We've got to fulfill the book. Won't you help to sing the songs of freedom? 'Cause all I ever have, redemption song, redemption song.
What's your name? Sorab. Sorab, okay, Sorab. Give it a go.
Cheers, mate. So the poem is basically about the attack on humanity which we are seeing today. Okay. The war on humanity is well underway, a tiptoe to tyranny, hour by hour, day by day. We comply, we listen, we adhere to their mission. We keep quiet, we mask up, a sign of submission. For our voice is not valued in their eyes. For how long do we accept their agenda, their lies? The solution is unity of all human lives. Reject the fear, resist the fear which they wish to keep alive. For fear equals control of the greater population. The war on humanity is an attack on all nations. An attack on humanity. Welcome to calamity. Today masks, tomorrow vaccines. The restructure of society. Divide and rule is the aim of their game. They plant seeds of division. They feel no shame. It is time to come together before it is too late. We can be victorious because love conquers hate.
Emancipate yourself from mental slavery. None but ourselves can free our mind. Have no fear of fake BBCology, because none of them can stop the time. And have no fear of fake authority. They've got no power over man, woman, or childkind. How long shall they kill our prophets while we stand aside and look? Some say that it's just part of it. Want to fulfill the book. Won't you help to sing songs of freedom? 'Cause all I ever have, redemption song, redemption song. Won't you help to sing songs of freedom? 'Cause all I ever have, redemption song.
You don't need to be over distance, know that. Their rules are saying 2 metres apart for your social group, so you can come nearer. No more lockdowns.
No
Stay
more
right.
shove it up the arses because I'm getting sick of it and everybody else are. Okay? Please go away.